Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift. How you doing? I am doing okay until I got some news and saw this article. So, if you have not heard by now, there will be no charges brought up in the Shanquella Robinson case. Now, for those of you who do not know what went on with the Shanquella Robinson case, I don't know if you've been hiding under a rock. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've been living on Mars. But if you have not heard about the case, it's a young Black woman named Shanquella Robinson. Long story short, she took all her friends on a vacation to Mexico. I still don't have the information. If you have the update on what was the reason behind all of them wanting to gang up on her and fight her, I'm not quite sure of what the exact reason is. I've heard a few rumors, but I haven't had anything be, like confirmed. So I don't want to say why, but for some reason that's unknown to me, when they get on the trip, everybody just gang up on her. Everybody just gang up on her, fighting her, and she ended up transitioning on a trip. Her friends that she was with end up pretty much paying off the police and the doctor and everybody to be like, hey, let's go ahead and falsify what happened with this, corpse here. So they were able to come back home and not face any charges, because I believe this case happened back in November, so it's been months. So this is a case that was literally caught on camera. It's months later, and they're still over here, playing around. And then as of today, come to find out, there will be no charges. Okay. I'm going to share this article here, and we're going to look at this, and then we have to talk about how big of a deal this is and what this really means for Black women. Okay. So the article says, federal prosecutors announced Wednesday that they will not bring charges related to the death of Shanquella Robinson, a Charlotte, North Carolina resident who died in October while vacationing in Mexico. U.S. Attorney Sandra Harrison and Dina King, who represent the Middle and Western Districts of North Carolina, wrote in a statement that every case considered for federal prosecution, the government must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that a federal crime was committed. Please let me reiterate that this crime was committed on camera. But let's continue. Based on the results of the autopsy and after a careful deliberation and review of the investigative materials by both U.S. Attorney's offices, federal prosecutors informed Ms. Robinson's family today that the available evidence does not support a federal prosecution, they wrote. Shanquella Robinson, a Black woman, was found DEAD in San Jose del Cabo, Mexico in October, where she and her acquaintances traveled for vacation. A viral video that emerged shortly after Robinson's death depicts another woman severely beating her in a hotel while two spectators in the room recorded the incident. Robinson's acquaintances originally blamed Robinson's death on alcohol poisoning, but an autopsy by Mexican authorities later concluded that she had suffered traumas to her neck and spine. However, her family's attorney, Ben Crump, and Sue Ann Robinson, no relation to Shanquella Robinson, noted a discrepancy between that autopsy and the one conducted by U.S. officials, which was cited as a basis for why no charges could be brought. Federal prosecutors shared their results with the Robinson family when they met earlier the same day. These discrepancies can be credited to the delay in investigation by U.S. officials who conducted a second autopsy once Shanquella's body was embalmed. They wrote, when an investigation is delayed, the hard evidence to support prosecution diminishes. But in this case, this is due to the U.S. not considering this case to be a high priority. U.S. attorneys Harrison and King wrote in their statement that the government is prepared to review and examine any new information or evidence that is later presented. The family's attorney said Mexican authorities have already issued arrest warrants and requested the suspect in Shanquella Robinson's case be extradited to face charges there. But legal experts say it's unusual for the U.S. to extradite its own citizens. All right, that was heavy to read. All right, this is the reality of it. I'm definitely a strong advocate for being pro-Black family, pro-Black people, pro-Black love. And this is why, okay? This case is very triggering for me because I want you all to understand this is actually very common. My best friend was deleted by her boyfriend back in 2016. This was in Orlando, Florida. Many of you probably heard about the case as it ended up making national news. And this was the case of Sade Dixon and Markeith Lloyd, okay? He deleted her in front of her family and went home afterwards and went to work the next day. It wasn't until 2 weeks later where he ended up deleting an officer that they decided, okay, now that he's deleted an officer, now we need to go ahead and take action. So I myself have seen firsthand. I remember when my best friend was deleted, I remember calling the sheriff department and saying, I know who did it. I know where he lives. I know where he works. He's trying to get me too. We need to go get him. The officers was like, yeah. Okay, yeah, all right, sounds good. So yeah, what we'll do is, we'll give you a call back, and we'll update you, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do. I was like, okay. Do you need my name? My phone number? Do you need information on how to get back with me? Yeah. What's your number? Then during the trial, Markeith's lawyers specifically instructed him not to bring my name up in the trial because had he brought my name up, it would have became revealed that I contacted them the day after it happened, and you let him go home and go to work. Okay? Black women, you have no friends. I never understood this whole divest movement, divest from Black men, divest from Black people, and go where? Every time I hear someone speak on Black women need to divest, Black women need to leave Black men alone, I always ask you, what, and then what happens? You take away whatever covering you have out of what? Spite? If this Shanquella Robinson case does not make you open your eyes, these people do not care about you. They don't care about you in the government system. They don't care about you in the healthcare system. Why is it so difficult for Black women to understand this? Because we all know, had that been a white girl that got deleted in Mexico like that, oh, honey, the Navy SEALs, the Army, the Marines would have been on their way down there to get some straightening. Okay? These people, literally, when one of us goes away, it's a relief to them. One less Black chick in our hair. One less woman with the Eve gene. One less mother of the earth. Okay? The solution to this is what? Number one, no Black people should be going to Mexico under any circumstance. Mexico, done. Okay? Let's see if we can be on code. Let's see if we can have some dignity and pride in our Blackness and say, if you're going to allow Black people to come to your country and be deleted on camera, and you're going to refuse to care. You see what the article said. They've been dragging their feet. That's why so much information and stuff, it don't expired, ran out of time by now, because they simply don't care. That's what I need Black women especially to understand, because at the very least, Black men are men. They can protect themselves. But Black women, I want you to understand this. You cannot protect yourself. Other races of men are not going to abandon their own to protect you. And this government and this system will not protect you either. Our only hope and our best bet is to be with a solid brother that can have your back. Have a family structure that can have your back. Okay? The fact that they can literally have us be deleted on camera and turn around and just come to us like, hey, you know what? We decide this is way too much work. We're just not going to press charges. You know, that's serious. So I am hoping that we can finally get to this place where we can accept the harsh reality that these people don't care. They don't care if you're dead or alive. They could care less. So that we can start working together, get our heads out of our own behinds, and work together. My heart just goes out so much for Shanquella's family. I just cannot imagine losing my baby girl, and then the country I live in, the entire government that surrounds me, the entire government I pay taxes to, doesn't even look at my baby's life as worthy of filing some paperwork. I don't know what more has to happen. Like what more has to happen for us to get it? I don't know. This is very disturbing to me, very, very triggering to me. This hits very much close home to me, and I'm disturbed. Okay, Mexico is dead. Cancel your Mexico trips. It's over with. Okay, if you Black and you go to Mexico after this, you super off code, and be careful going down there. That's all I'll say. I want you all to give me your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about the case. Let me know what you think about what's going on. How do you feel? Are you willing to boycott Mexico? It's like I am. They ain't getting my money. I'll never step foot in that country ever again. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ladies. If you like today's makeup look, join my Patreon to look good, period. Join my Patreon when I do my makeup for my shows and for my videos. It's a great community of women there, ready to embrace you, support you, get you in shape, get you moving, and get you motivated. Patreon.com/SIXGOD. The link will be in the description box. And I will see you all on the next one. And now a word from our sponsor. So we are here in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and there is a new salon in town that I've gotten word is Black owned, honey. So we're about to go check it out and see what services get done today. So when I went inside, customer service was impeccable, very friendly. Everything was clean, girly. They even do like bridal shower and events. The makeup room is spectacular. She really just poured into my face, and she said that you can book online, you can call. As you can see, it came out incredible. I will definitely be back. You could not tell me nothing. They took such good care of me. I highly recommend. Y'all gotta check out the Beauty Lab in Lawrenceville.